Let's say we're writing a library and we want to make sure that some certain code doesn't even compile, right? So for example, I have this function here that accepts a single byte, and I want to make sure that it rejects strings. Obviously, this is an incredibly simple and contrived example, but let's say you have maybe a more complex set of types that you're using, and this might actually be valuable. How do we test for compilation failure? Well, unfortunately, we can't do it here. We can't say like my function and try and call it with like a string, right? Because we're just not even going to be able to build the test, right? It's not even going to work. We say cargo test. The test isn't even going to build. Like, yeah, it doesn't compile, but none of our other tests are going to be able to run either. So this we have to throw that method out the window. Instead, we can use a documentation test to do this. So we say here, compile fail, like so, and then any code we put in here will be tested for compilation failure. So let's give it a try. We'll say we have to import the crate. So we say use Rust pro tips. That's what I call it. And we say my function and try and call it with a string like so. And if we say cargo test, it'll test that as a documentation test. See, it says compile fail. Okay. Now let's make it actually compile. Make sure that it wasn't just a fluke. And now we're saying we want this to fail compilation, but it actually succeeds in compilation. So it says it compiled successfully, but it's marked compile fail.